I see if we actually are able to stream. There we go. Now we're streaming to YouTube. Is it working? Lord knows. Alright, cool. It's working. Doesn't mean we'll get anybody, but damn, does it mean we can. Okay. So, I'm debating on if I take out this top layer and if I just replace it with the jungle wood that's underneath it. And if I just use jungle planks, or jungle slabs all the way around so I can get a little more room. But, bright lights. Gotta re-pull up the courthouse pictures. Because I am gonna have to use stairs along the entire outside. Up to the point where, you know, the cells and stuff are. I'm getting so many messages. I told people I'd be live. Stupid chat box work. There, now it's working. Okay. Thanks. Can't win here. Alright. Alright. Really hoping for like a top-down fit. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Google Earth. What am I doing? I know where this is. Let me just see. Where the hell have you put me? Alright. Wow, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. My god, everything is so backwards here. There we go. And I want down here. No. Hold on. Oh, God. I hate that they changed the way Google Earth works. Okay. Something is knocking on my door. How dare you break down my door? How'd you get in? How'd you get in, my guy? Oh, that's right. I'm the only one on the server again. Okay. What does that say on there? Alright, cool. Thanks. What do you say? Oh, cool. Yeah, I can't put that there because that tells where this is from. I don't want that. I'm going the wrong way up a one-way. Did I get this right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, I got this part right. Okay. Yeah, I could do that because I'm going to have to hide it anyway. Hello, Raisin. How are you? Oh. I'm trying to look for an excuse to not have... so I can use as much quartz as possible, because I'm going to need a lot of quartz stairs going forward. So... This shit funky. What do you mean? Oh, the song? It's I don't want to set the world on fire. What's wrong with I don't want to set the world on fire? Nothing. That's what's wrong with it. Okay. So... Here's where things get interesting. This is actually around the entirety of the thing. I just checked it. I think the front is the only thing I'm not 100% confident, although I'm pretty sure I checked the front. Hold on. Yeah, it's all the way around, so I gotta do this here. Alright, cool. Oh, did the internet decide to know yesterday? Yeah, so basically, we knew we were having work done in the area. And that's about all we got. So we knew we were having work done in the area. The problem was, the work was supposed to be done prior to me starting stream, which is why I started stream when I did. And we like lost internet for maybe like 20 minutes max while they were working on it. So, you know, we lost it for as long as we were going to, theoretically. And then, right as I started stream, you know, we lost it. Because, you know, that's my luck. Alright, so that's just that ending. I'm just doing this now so I remember. Click, click. Oop, oop. Yo, we baby fighting already? We love the lottery. This doesn't actually go all the way around, it only goes around this part. Oh no, I fucked it. Alright, now I want to go check if I screwed the other side, because I was doing it that way. Hello, Neverless. Can't wait to sue someone in court. Oh yeah, that's what it's here for, right? What us Americans like to do. We're so sue-happy, right? How's the court coming along? I'll quickly show that once I'm done putting up these little things. Aw, that's so annoying. I didn't want to fucking fly all the way. But I will show what we've been up to. We're not going to have enough quartz, so we're going to have to go back to the nether and get more. Shocker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I can make it. I can make it. Alright, let me just finish getting the little bit around, and then we'll go from there. Because we're basically on, like, a lot of finishing stuff. Class action against Chalubi for smelling. That's hilarious. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'll quickly show off what we've done. We'll start from afar so you guys can get a kind of look at it from the outside. We're going to put a few more details on the top, of course. This is what it looks like right now. It is very plain. There's supposed to be windows, but I'm going to get to the windows once I'm done getting everything else in. We have about 20 windows left, so I don't have to make more. In here, we have our little seating area, and for people who think this is too small, you're right. But there are only 4 sets of seats in this thing. I think 4 to 5 in here from the very beginning. And there's 1 up top. 1 to 2 up top. So, this is correct. I know it looks small, but this is correct. I have this here in the middle because that's how most courthouses actually have it, but this one is different. This one actually has... Hold on. This one actually has them on the sides, so we'll be changing it up to that. They're also completely open usually. So, I don't think the court is filling up. Probably not, but hey, if we keep getting new members at this rate, maybe. Yeah, it'll also probably never happen because you need to have, you know, whoever's defending themselves, a judge, and then, this can house up to 10 people is how I had this mapped out. The, jury room, so, we'll quickly start from here. We'll go to the jury room, which is finished. I'm gonna put a painting or something up here, because you're supposed to have, like, a flag, but this is a wall, and I'm using it as a wall, so, you know. And here's the jury room. There will be paper and, you know, guilty, not guilty in here, so that people can discuss it and everything. There are, once again, 10 seats, and maximum occupancy 10. Over here we have the judges' chambers. I wanted to use, like, proper staring for everything, but it just got a little annoying. You'll see where I gave up pretty quickly. Again, I'm going to put something up here so that this is a smaller area. And then over here, we have our jailhouse. I haven't finished this one, but there's going to be like a bailiff's table over here. And over here, we actually have a side entrance into the jail, which is real. This is actually how this one is, and it leads basically up to these. So you've got your cells, as you can see. Stone. A chance at escape? No way. I have lanterns just down here because I haven't figured out where they're going to go yet. There's one on each side. You can see, same idea. This is just because Minecraft's dumb. And you can't, you know. Can't have one button here, it'll open both. You know, you can't let one prisoner out without letting the other one out then. So I'm going to clean this area up a bit more. I haven't decided how yet, but I'm going to try. So yeah, today we're basically going to try and finish up the main area, which I might do sooner rather than later. We're going to see. But yeah, this is actually pretty much how this looks in person. If you weren't aware, I am using a very influential one to, like, a local-ish area to me. Not local, like, as in I'm in that town, but within, like, 30 minutes of my town. Because I don't live in the middle of nowhere. So, we do, however, need to go get some quartz. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab... none of... I guess you're my shulker. Hooray! Taking you in. I need to make another chest. Be ashamed to waste all this wood that I brought. You're my filler wood for this anyway. I'll keep my cobble. Or I will keep this on me. Alright, cool. We go right back into the nether, where guess where we're gonna go, guys? I like that one. I know there should still be an entrance in here. Just for the sake of it, I want to find it. There it is. What the hell? Okay. That one's changed since the last time I was in here. So, I have been mining quite a lot of quartz in the area. So what we're gonna do... That was rude. We're just gonna come over here and see what we can do quickly. Nah. Oh, Neverlist, did you end up getting... If you're still here, of course. Did you ever get your RAM to kind of calm down a bit, or no? Oh my god! They keep texting me. They need to stop. Sir, if you come fight me, you will die. Not just will you die, I will eat the flesh of your body. Alright. That was a way to... Alright. Oh, well, there goes my stream. Ludwig's live. Nobody would rather watch me over Ludwig. We all know that. I find it fucking hilarious that I really wish that I had noticed when Sam had donated to the charity. But I think it's even funnier because I know that he donated, and I know he donated $1 more than whoever was #1. Come on, damn. Alright. We're just gonna vibe around collecting some more quartz. I did know this was going to be a lot of quartz, and I didn't think I had enough the first time around. The second time where I almost filled up my entire inventory and half a shulker box, I thought I had gotten more than enough. The third time where I was making it into blocks as I went and had, like, 9 stacks of quartz, I was confident that I'd get the main building done. And I was correct. Now I'm on to, like, detail work and stuff, and that's what, Do you mind? I'm currently busy. On the plus side, this is just where I go to fix my, my stuff. Oh, that's right. I didn't bring a totem with me. I mean, I've got them in my, you know... I've got them in my shulker, but, you know... It'd look really bad if I died, knowing that I have the ability to, you know, not... I think our first stream when I'm in when I'm away with family is probably going to be a Marvel stream. We will see. I'm gonna have to like make a copy of my like I gotta make a copy of my hardcore world so I can continue playing hardcore when I'm there, and I gotta get my Fizzcraft pack because I do have a few creature comfort mods, as I've explained before, like having a mini map and stuff is just, you know, so helpful. You know, when in Rome, might as well fix my shit, right? Okay. Yo, I'm gonna talk about some stupid shit for a minute, right? So anybody who's here, you're gonna just hear me just talk. That's all it is. We're just gonna talk for a bit. Mix of I need to keep my brain active, so we're just gonna kind of talk about anything, and also nothing. So if you have something you want to say, now's your chance to say it, because I may comment on it. Awesome. Hey Kermit, how are you? Okay. So, because I try to keep things lighthearted, I'm kind of in between, like, actually getting to the conversation that I want to, right now, or if I get to it later. I love ranting. Look, I need to do something because... okay. Nah, fuck it. I'll say it exactly as it was. So, as I've brought up before, this may be my last year doing the charity streams, and it's not because I don't like doing them. It is because I cannot justify taking the month it takes to do this and ruin my mental health to stream every single day for realistically me not getting near any of the goals that I've ever set. And it is wrong for me to say, hey, chat, you should donate to the charity and put yourself in a worse financial position. It's not fair to anyone. Which is why, for the first time in years, I have changed my donation thing for the charity to say, please donate responsibly. Not because I think people aren't going to be responsible about it, but because I don't want people to feel that they have to, especially with me bringing up that this is my last year. Or might be. I'm not setting that in stone. If I can warrant doing it next year, I'll do it, because this is a very important thing to me. But the fact of the matter is, this isn't my job, and I've said it 100 times over, I would love to make content creation my job, even though I know it sucks. My girlfriend does it, I have many friends that do it, and I can tell you right now, it's not fun all the time, and I'm okay with that. My current job is not fun all the time. Anyway. So, like, I was having this conversation a while ago. We're just gonna be brutally honest for the first... I guess it's already been the first half hour. The first little bit of stream. When Ozzy helped me with the charity, we actually hit our goal, which was the first time since the first year that we actually hit the goal. And when... This is not the song I want for what I'm talking about. Oh, you'll do. Yeah, nah. Bring life back to music? Yeah, I'm in. Okay. Like, it's one of those things where, like, ever since Ozzy had helped us with the charity by streaming for it, I should say. He was streaming for the charity. Not just being here, not just supporting, not just, you know, all those other things. Legitimately just him, like, helping streaming, too. We almost hit our goal in the first week. Ever since that year, where he was unable to continue going forward for one reason or another. And this is not Ozzy's fault. I want to make that clear. I'm not blaming him. I do not have the following to warrant making a ton of change. But I have set it at... like, okay. I think my original goal when I first did it was $500. We actually hit that on our own. And I was told to jump it because we had hit like 800, 900. So I jumped it up to 1,000. And then that was where Ozzy had joined in and we hit like 15. So I bumped it up again and we've never gotten close to like the quarter or halfway mark on that. Again, I don't blame anyone. I don't want somebody to put themselves in a financial hole because, you know what? The last couple of years have fucking sucked. I'm not gonna pretend. They have not been a great, this has not been a great couple of months. And that's fine. It sucks, but it's fine. And I never want somebody to feel that they have to donate. And this is like, a huge issue that I've been, like, struggling with. Because, like, politely, as Kermit in this case, as you know, my girlfriend does this as a job, like, does streaming as a job. So when I say to people, don't donate to me, donate to people who, you know, need it, that's the kind of person I'm talking about. Not because I feel that she can't make it. That'll never be the truth. But it is because... It is because of the fact that people who actively, you know, like, who actively stream as their job, that's their income. The donation, the sub, all those things are their income. The ads do not pay for itself. If you were looking for ads, that's where you go to YouTube or another platform that is just shoving ads down your throat. And even YouTube's no longer viable because of the last adpocalypse, where it just fucked over everyone. And a lot of companies don't even want to advertise on YouTube anymore. Anyway, with this possibly being my last, it's so disorienting to basically sit here and go, yeah, you know, I want to keep doing this. I really do. I can't warrant it. Like here, right? My sweatshirt designs, all the shirt designs I make, I have just started adding long sleeves to most of them. Because I don't wear long sleeves. And forgot that other people do. And as of right now, I'm kind of just... Alright, dude. Get out of my way. You know, like, in this case, right? I have my sweatshirts, I have pins, I have stickers. I've got all those, like, cheap answers that actually, you know, are wanted, but nobody's buying them, which means no money's going to the charity. So, Circa just recently bought, I believe, a shirt and a sweatshirt, I think I saw. And I did the math on something. Not a fault of Fourth Wall. I might do it on what it would have been before, because Circa's the only person who's purchased something on the website for this, I believe. But, because of the deal that I'm doing, which is, you know, free shipping once you spend over $50, it completely cut into the profits of what it would have made. I think the profits would have been like $25, which would have gone straight to the charity, as everyone knows, and it's like $7. Which is fine. Totally fine. Thank you. But, like... Nah, I can't listen to this. Yeah, depressing. Let's go. Drift away. But, like, because I did that, so that people would be able to get their stuff for this... You know, for this... I feel kind of bad, like, only donating the $7 that it came from. I'd rather give them the $25 that I would have made, if not for the free shipping thing. And I thought the free shipping would have been, like... Yeah, I guess it would have came out of my profits. No reason it wouldn't have. But I thought that it would have cut through, not each individual item, but it cut one of them. Which, by the way, I think Circa paid for shipping. I think Circa paid for, like, expedited shipping. I'm gonna have to double check that shit. Stupid of it. Anyway. The whole point is... I don't want to stop doing this, but I don't think I can justify doing it, like, too much more. Does that make sense? Oh, we're full. We're no longer full. Keep going. No way. Alright, now we get out of here. Anyway, I apologize for the really annoying rant that I just gave, but you know, that's just part of it. So much shit all at once, and it makes it so hard to do everything else. It's kind of the part that sucks so much about adulthood, if I can be honest with you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, hold on. Right, is that how I want this to look? Hold on. Now I finally get to open back up this image of the front. Yeah, it's about as good as I'm gonna get. Do you ever, like, equal out, or you just straight a point? Straight a point, so as close as I can get it to. I bet you Kermit expected me to talk about something else. That's why he's like, I like ranting. He probably wanted me to rant about something else. Fuck, I still love ranting. I don't know. I'm sounding pretty stupid if you ask me. Damn. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I really suck at this right now. Alright. Haha, I knew I'd get it right. Wow, that's huge. Is that how big I want that to be? Oh yeah, I guess so. That doesn't look straight. Hold on. No, it is straight, it's just it doesn't look straight. Oh, that's right, the hole's not straight. It's 3, not 2. And this one's straight to a 2. Okay, hold on. Did I screw up somewhere? Should be 1 on each side. Okay, I did do it right. Ugh, come on. Wait on that. Fine, we can still pretty easily get to that. Do. Gloop, gloop, gloop. Gloop, gloop, gloop. Okay. Okay. You. That's 3, got it. Oh, that's right, I need to move these back. That's easy, though. Okie dokie. Do. Wait, I used 2 or did I use 3? I used 3, so you gotta go up 1 more. So you look right. 3. So this is... Okay, I need to grab more glass. I'm pretty sure I have a little bit more. Ooh, I thought I had more. We got a bunch of slabs, we'll just use them. Alright, let's keep going. Do. Do 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 do. Go. This is a very stupid amount of quartz, and I'm still gonna need more, I feel like. Yup. Okay. Maybe we won't need more? Okay. Just get rid of the excess. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to grab dark oak. Bonk. Okay. I'm gonna regret doing that, I feel like, but we'll see. Dude, I love this song. It comes on every so often, and I still love it every time. I didn't need as much dark oak as I made. Could have just gotten away with just using the 3 that it would have made in the first place. It's fine, we can use it elsewhere. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck it, because I just realized I have to go around the perimeter with this thing, too. To make it look right. Debating, and if I guess I have to do this because it's the front. The back I can get away without doing this on. It's fine, we'll be fine. Like all this I might just use dark oak or something for. But I have to go all the way around this with more, so. Let's see it from afar now. Let's see if that did what I thought it was going to. Okay. Yeah, it needs something in the middle. I think I'm gonna just have to put another, like, picture or something. The problem is this is exactly, like, it's this empty normally. Alright, so in here we have a gap, so Yep. Okay, so let me do it here. God, my phone. I'm gonna turn it off. People question why I don't answer my phone when I go live and shit. It's because they never stop. Okay, now does that make a difference? Oh yeah, that makes a huge difference. Okay, cool. Okay. We can do this. We can finish this shit. Sure of it. I have an idea for what I could put up there. While we're going back up there. I kind of do just want to put these in here. Okay. Okay. We're gonna need a little bit more quartz, but that's okay. We're at the point where it's basically just finishing touches at this point. What I want to do is get all the stuff that was underneath so that nothing's going to spawn on these ones in particular. So at least we can start with that. We're almost done with the quartz. And then it's kind of just detail work. I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know. Anyway. Do I have my stonecutter here? Yes, I do. Just do these last two and we'll go from there. Oh, that's right. Did do all the front already, so we're even better off than I thought we did. So, because I don't want to keep the problem is I don't want to talk about things that are all negative, especially during this month. Can I still just walk on up this? I should. Yeah, okay. But I do want to talk about something quickly, because I've had a very annoying issue for the last little bit. What the fuck? Oh, that's what song it is. I don't know why my brain went. What? Sir? Are you supposed to be stuck there? He's vibing? Alright, hold on. I think we're gonna go this way, which was the only way that I hadn't really gone yet. Yeah, okay. I'm trying not to leave everything super negative, but it's very hard when life's kind of so negative at the moment. It's whatever. Oop. Way the fuck over. It was a waste of my rockets anyway. I really am trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna keep doing the more or less like almost daily stuff while I'm away. Because I have to fix my computer when I get there. My computer there has been having an issue. I have new parts getting there tomorrow. My mother's already there, so she's just gonna, you know, pick them up for me. Should be nice. I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna double check something before I speak on it. Because what I'm about to say, I kind of want there to not be a ton of, like, I don't want a ton of people, like... This goes back to what I brought up last time, where it's like, I want to say certain things, but I cannot. And I'm more or less debating on if I want to do it, and, like... Not like I can't, as in, like, oh, I'll get in trouble with Twitch. More as in, like... I know some people will, like... I brought this up before. But, like, some people will clip something because they want to show it to somebody else, like a streamer. In this case, it's like, yeah, I want to talk about a streamer and not have it be sent to them. You know. It just be that way. I'm referring to Eclipse. I really want to do something or talk about something, but it's really, really fucking hard when I don't want her finding out about it. Alright. My brain just turned off there. Oh boy. Dude, I want to play Restaurants with my friends so badly. I want to play Restaurants with Dan really badly. I want to play Restaurants with Mikey. I want to be on Cheese to Meet You so badly. Guys, I could be on a YouTube channel. Could you imagine that? Awesome Lego 123 being on a YouTube channel? About cheese? Dude, do you know how many grilled cheese jokes I'm gonna have to make? I'm like totally memeing, but like... I actually was going to, if today wasn't Thursday, I was gonna play Sonic Cross Worlds today on stream. Because Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is so fucking good, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying that that game is so good. Yeah, you wanna go? You wanna go? Come on, fight me. He lost. Okay, this should be plenty. We should not need more than a block of nether quartz. Why is Gleb playing Elden Ring now? He was playing a good game before. Why is he now playing Elden Ring? Oh, speaking of, hi Dan. I swear to God, I speak and Dan, like... Dan is so fucking funny. If you guys don't know, Dan is actually Dan was working on becoming an electrician before a lot of things happened, like especially before COVID. So now that he's see, here's the problem. I kind of want to just make this go all the way back, but I know it doesn't, which is the problem. This is only a facade that is actually supposed to look like this. This is actually how it looks in person, and it's like, ah, it's frustrating. I want to fix it. Anyway. $36 should be fine. But, so Dan's going through, he's going back to class and everything for, being an electrician. I'm here, chat, and only minorly sick. Stop getting sick. Alright, at this point, we really don't need these anymore. Now Kermit is driving me away. I'm just saying. Just stop getting sick, my guy. Alright, cool. There we go. Okay, hold on. So it's dead center. So now it's going to be... that, right? Yeah. We may do this out of wood. Actually, I think that's smarter than doing it out of this now. It is made out of quartz on the top portion for sure, so I'm kind of, you know. Swap to the quartz. We're gonna need more quartz, guys. Alright, that's perfect. We do stairs all the way around, so that's easy. Cool, close enough. There's the charity alert, guys. You know what that means? Donate to the charity if you're available to. I've done Tolly's job. Now Tolly's gonna starve. For the sake of it, I might literally put a ladder in here. Just because I can. Because there are, like, there's huge glass windows in this thing. Like, it's basically like this. Like, it is legitimately like this. Where are you spawning? Where did that spider spawn? This is all half slabs. Where the fuck did it... Where are you spawning? Oh man, my rain. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, stretching out your back seems like a good idea until you do it. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting yelled at, I can tell. Hold on. I can't wait for Tolly to come in here and yell at me. I can't wait for Tolly to come yell at me. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. When I explain it to, it's gonna make it even worse. Oh. Oh, I do have slabs still. What? Where are you guys spawning? A lot of you in here. Where? Why? How are you guys spawning so much? Oh, I see. Like a whole area I just missed. I'm seriously waiting for Tolly to just come in here and yell at me. Okay. I can use the wind charges instead, yeah. Nah, fuck it. Oh, that's right, I just removed that. Let me use that thing I just removed. What am I doing? I can use netherrack for this for a minute. To signal where glass is gonna go. You know, like I did in the rest of the build. Okay. For context at why I'm gonna get yelled at when Tolly comes in. Is Eclipse is explaining how we watched Fairy Tail. Which was solely because she was not interested, so I didn't care to, like... I just skipped over a bunch of things that I didn't want to rewatch. Like, I don't remember them being super important, except for these, like, couple things. And then it's like, Tower of Heaven, the only reason I had skipped Tower of Heaven was because while rewatching Tower of Heaven the last time, I remembered that it is... Like, I remember how good that arc is, but how dated the show was when it was made. That if that was made any time after, it would have been so much better. Which is really weird to explain it, but it's like, old show with an old moment that's so good, but I'd rather just skip it because I don't really... It doesn't fit the rest of the show going forward after a certain point. And that's literally the reason why, like, I skipped that, but I don't skip something like Tenro Island, because Tenro Island is the big... I would say the big turning point for things just changing. Tower of Heaven, also known as trash. I wouldn't say it's trash, but... You know, that's me. Wait, which one was Tower of Heaven? Jalal's Tower of Heaven. Yeah, no. Tower of Heaven is a relatively good season. It's just, I skip it because it's really old and it shows itself. Like, it dates itself really badly. Like, the issue with Tower of Heaven is it's so good for, like, world building and for some of our character building. Otherwise, though, kinda isn't great, and I've said this before. Okay, perfect. Yes. See, this is the problem. Because I stand by what I said. The issue isn't Tower of Heaven. It is the fact that it's from the older, like... No, see, that's the other one. I skip Arashio Seis, and I just go under the... Yeah, it's fine. Like, I skip over the Arashio Seis on rewatch... And the whole reason I skip over these things on rewatch is they do not fit the new version of the show. And they don't follow anything past Tenro. Besides, like, the actions. Like, I always explain, you know, the reason I watch it on rewatch that way is this, and this. Doesn't make it right. I've said this before. I watch a show how I feel I need to, especially on, like, a rewatch situation. But no, Tower of Heaven is extremely important. Alright, well. And I just put all the netherrack away like an idiot. Well, it's like, I skipped over... Alright, well, that was just me being stupid. I skipped over the Arashio Seis on rewatch. Entirely. Both times. And then I explained them when Crime Sorcier became relevant again. Because that's when they were relevant again. Because the problem with the Arashio Seis isn't that, you know, they're not good characters. They are some of the best. But they serve a purpose. And that purpose is kind of handled pretty early in. My problem is the payoff for the Arashio Seis being what they are got ruined when their second appearance. I ignore their second appearance entirely. I skip over the Lullaby arc the first time I watch, because the only reason you watch Lullaby is to get a scaling reading on Urza. That's it. But if you've seen anything else, you know how strong she is. That's all. We need more. We need more. More quartz, you say? Look at all the quartz in the untapped market right here. Yeah, before you get me, I'll just kill you. Anyway, Tower of Heaven is a little bit harder because it comes into play way later with Grand Magic Games with Miliana and Kagura. But the problem is, I would always say, I know what they are, I'll just deal with it. Like, Eclipse was not interested in watching. It was solely because I was already going to go rewatch it. I told her if she wants to watch, she can or not. Because she ended up continuing watching the show with me, yeah, I skipped over Tower of Heaven. I probably wouldn't have. Aration Sace is kind of the weird one where I would have just explained the Aration Sace like I did to her and gone, yeah, I'm going to skip their second appearance anyway. Because truthfully, I think their second appearance hurts them more than it helps them. Or they bring back the guy from, the wind guy from Lullaby. I think that was a bad take. I don't think that was one of their better choices. Plus, them going and being like, yeah, the Aration Sace, fucking, what was it, Grimoire Heart and then Tartarus are all on the same playing field kind of thing. Sorry, Aration Sace don't even hold a candle to the Kin of Purgatory. So, no. No. I just think that just putting the Aration Sace there just, I feel like hurts them more than it'll help them. That's all. I wouldn't say there's no way they're the weakest Dark Guild, not with that fucking the hell were they called? The fucking the like people who like worshipped Zareth and everything and wanted to try and be like them. Just like, geez, they were the worst. Nope, wasn't high enough. I count them. They're still Dark Guilds. They're still a Dark Guild, and they're one of the stronger ones. At the beginning of Alvarez, I think they do cannon fodder. Oh, yeah, absolutely, but it's not what matters. Hello, Moon. How are you? I'm good. Good to hear. See, rewatching Alvarez, I'm reminded, like I said, I'm like, the coolest one there is objectively Wall. We just rewatched it, which is the only reason, like, I remember all their names and shit. August is the most interesting. Like, I won't even pretend August is the most interesting of them all. Fucking, what was his name? The one who thought he was Zaref's son? Him? I can't remember his name. He was stupid. Concept-wise, interesting. Everything else kind of just... He just kind of sucked. Arcade? What? Oh, arcade. Sorry, I thought you put an exclamation point there, because on my side it looks like that. I had to look at the other chat box. Yeah, no, Larcade. That's his name. Larcade Dragneel. He's up there as one of the stupider ones. Brandish is fine. I don't love Brandish. I don't hate Brandish. I hate God Serena, but that's not a shocker. He's kind of just annoying. I mean, politely, you don't really... You don't sit here and count God Serena for much, so... Yeah, I think that fixes it. I really didn't want to put anything there. Like, I'm looking at the two side by side, and I really didn't want to put something there, but it just looks better that way. No, see, the problem is the Spriggan 12 were really cool in concept, but just most of them just kind of sucked. Like, God Serena, not interesting. The fucking, couldn't one of them control time? No, not really. So, she could basically pause time for a set amount of time, and then move on from there. Why does it look wrong? Everything's symmetrical, and yet it looks wrong. I don't know. But yeah, so basically... I just lost her name. It is wrong. It probably is. Hi, Angel. How are you? She could basically stop time for a set amount of time, and then she had a takeover magic that went with her. Like, most of them on concept are really cool, but in practice just aren't. No, it's right. I know it's right, but it looks so wrong. Are you being for real? Because I'm like almost certain there is. That's why I'm asking. But I checked that, so there shouldn't be. Like, from this side, I know it looks right. I think it's just... Oh no, I think you're right here. I think I did this one wrong. Yeah. No. Maybe? I don't know. I don't care anymore. I'll care when I'm looking back at it the right way. That's not enough netherrack. That is. Right, well, while I'm down here, I'll grab more glass. I honestly don't even know anymore. It's whatever. If it is the same, then... Nah, something looks wrong on it. I can't tell what, and I'll deal with it later. well, that's fine. See, the problem is, I actually don't hate Sins, like, as an anime. I actually really liked this story of Sins. I just wish that they didn't have that moment where they fucking... where, Amniplex dropped them because their movie wasn't their best. Which is, like, the one thing I've tried to explain to people, and people just... Like, the whole reason we lost Sins is because the movie did so poorly. You know, the movie that wasn't considered canon until the fucking 3rd season anyway. You can't tell people, hey, we're gonna make a non-canon movie, and then people complain it's, you know, that it's not canon and that you broke the rules. Yeah, pretty much, that's exactly what I was just saying. It's Amniplex to Bones, and Bones is a good company, it's just, you know... Damn. I said it's just one of those things where it sucks that Amniplex kinda decided because they made a movie. You can't make a side story movie non-canon, it just doesn't work like that. Well, it doesn't work for that, and then you violate the canon of the show. Sorry, I've brought this up before, but like... There are certain things they just did in that just did not work for canon. Like, okay. Here's a big one for some people, right? We made the nether. I'll bring an extra little bit just in case. So, like, I'll give you one of the examples, right? Well, the problem was they didn't specify it. It wasn't specified that it was non-canon. Angel, do you mind banning that account quickly? Thank you. Just had to lean in, no worries. But, like, the main problem that I was, like, trying to explain is, like, there's one major issue with that movie. And I've explained it at least a few times before. And one of the big ones, right? Because I've tried not to, like, complain about it especially. Does anybody know how Lost Vein works? No, you know what's worse? The movie itself is entertaining. If it wasn't a fucking... If it was just known it was filler, it would have been fine. But they made it not filler anymore. That was the main issue that they ran into. Oh my god, I'm gonna need to go back to the nether for more quartz. No, like, does anyone know how Lost Vein works? Because, like, just for shits and giggles, you know, I pay attention to those shows, so I wanted to know. Lost Vein has the 5 holes on it, basically saying he can clone himself up to 5 times, including the original. If you watch the movie, you know he didn't do that. He did 6. I hit it again. Which isn't a problem, but it's just, you can't break your thing. So you're gonna have to repeat all these reasons. Oh, so close. To an ad from for Twitch Turbo. I remember when Twitch Turbo used to actually give you ad-free on everybody's thing, and now it's not. Now it just sucks. That looks so bad. The problem is, this is what it looks like in real life. It's fucking so annoying. I might just go chop down a bunch more. No, I might just seriously go chop down a bunch more jungle with trees and just fix it. I'm not kidding. I hate it. I'm fucking doing it. Get away. Okay, I'm back. What were the reasons? One of the main reasons that movie did so badly is because they shit on its own canon so much. Also, you couldn't place it in the canon, because it didn't happen at the end of Season 2, like they implied it to. It came after Season 3. It came after... Like, here, okay, ready? I'm gonna explain this to you guys. Because I liked Sins. I truthfully liked Sins to the point where I bought all the manga because Bones threw it out in Season 3. It just didn't go well. That's not their fault, it's just... in general. Okay. Here's where things get really fucking frustrating. Oh, I moved the fucking charity thing. There we go. We're gonna start with how they shit on their own canon for a minute, because it's kind of important. Okay. Lost Vein, specifically, has 5 holes in it, which we're told is to allow Meliodas the ability to clone himself up to 5 times, including the original version of himself. So 4 clones and 1 of him. And it cuts his magic down, you know, accordingly. Now, the issue that you run into, especially with this, is in the movie, there's 6 of him. They flat out just ignore it, and they use 6 of them. It looks really cool, but there is no reason for it, because we're flat out told that he can only clone himself equal to the amount of holes in Lost Vein. So he can only make up to 5 in total with himself, and, you know, there's a 6th. Whatever, it's a movie, who gives a shit? The next thing, they misread it as 5 clones, not 5 in total. Correct, which is fine. Again, it's a movie, whatever, who cares? The second answer, you can't put it in canon. You can't. Because it doesn't work in the timeline anywhere. Because it would have to be happening either after the 10 Commandments or before the 10 Commandments. Figure that out for a minute. You can't have it before the 10 Commandments, because then these characters, the Knights of Black, which were like just a level below the 10 Commandments, and the leader being, you know, rejected for 10 Commandment for Esterosa or Meliodas, depending, right? Wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. Also, they've been sealed in an egg from ancient times, and the entire point of it is, you know, if you've never watched the movie, go watch. It's a fun movie, but it's just it doesn't fit canon anywhere. This movie takes place 5 minutes in between commercial breaks. It's weird because they're all together doing the bar thing, which only happens in one point after the 10 Commandments. The problem is, after the 10 Commandments is when Meliodas has reawoken his powers, which he has in the movie, but so did Elizabeth. Which, in this movie, they show her having them, but not using them, or, like, knowing of them, just having them. So, once again, we have the issue of, she is awoken, she is fully awake, back to being an angel. Spoilers for a movie that came out probably almost a decade ago. No, it can't be that old. Hold on, maybe like 7 years. Hold on. Let me check. Huh. I could have sworn it was here. I don't know, hold on. Now I gotta find it. Could have just looked it up at this point, but Okay. Thanks, you. Thank you. Can I just get the name of the fucking... Okay. Can I just get what fucking movie this was from for a minute? Is it called Prisoner of the Sky? Is that what it was called? Yeah. This movie came out 8 years ago. No, 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago. Prisoner. Thanks. Thanks, Blaze. Anyway. So, like, ignoring just that, right? Like, losing my mind here. Like, okay. It's just the fact that there is shit that's in it that makes no sense anywhere. It's just one of those issues where... So you watching any current season anime? Not currently. Not at the moment. Not because I don't want to, I just haven't had a chance to really sit there and, like, start anything new. This is gonna look wrong. I think I just kind of want to... The late seasons of One Punch Man that is running now is a letdown so far. I have been saying fucking One Punch Man sucks, and no one listened to me then, so fuck it, I'm right. I don't care. I hate that show. I have always hated One Punch Man, and people thought I was wrong for that. They're like, oh, no, I'm like... I had a friend who flat out was like, yeah, I don't like Sins because the character is too strong, like, Meliodas is too strong, and I agree with him. Flat out, I agree with him. But guess what? He has no stakes too. He sucks more. You know, in this case, like, I brought this up because he's like, yeah, I don't watch a lot of shows where, like, the stakes don't matter. And I was like, that's fine. Like, that's totally understandable. Just because I don't agree with that take all the time doesn't mean that it's a bad take. You know, I watch Fairy Tail. Who am I to talk? You know what I mean? Who am I gonna talk to about that? Fucking watch Fairy Tail. Now, that being said, I've also openly criticized Fairy Tail and shit for being too much at times. Ah, fuck it, I guess we'll just go the entire way. Might as well, right? Anyway, but like, he liked One Punch Man. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You want to talk about a character that has no stakes? Fucking One Punch Man. I watched the first 3 episodes and said it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. So much so that when I heard Mob Psycho was made by the same creator, I actively took it off my list. Because I don't like it. I don't like the guy. I don't really think it's much more than that. Of course, I mean, I have a friend who's actively watching the show. He asked me if I wanted to watch with him. I'm like, no. Okay, so this needs to stop. Hold on. So I'm here, it needs to stop. I think Eclipse just raided me. Hold on. We're talking about bad anime. We started with Sins. Now we're at One Punch Man. Alright. Hello, everybody. If you don't know who SL Eclipse is, go follow her. That's your only options. You can follow or not, I guess, but I would recommend following. Okay. Yeah, of course Tolly beat you to it. Tolly's quick as shit. Alright, Tolly, I'm gonna say something. I don't agree with that take, but I can accept it. I do not agree with that take. I do not think that show is as bad as most people have let it on to be. Personally. That doesn't mean the show is perfect. Oh my god, that show is not perfect. But I do not agree that it is a bad show. Oh, your internet's brokey? Hell. That was me yesterday. Just for the sake. Do. Okay. I guess that right? I did. Alright, Tolly, you gonna yell at me for how I rewatched... I haven't been watching anime, like, at all. Yeah, I've been dropping more and more shows the last few seasons. Something happened at some point where the quality went into the... Yeah! Oh, no, it's not just you. That is a lot of people have had that problem. Like, you are not the only one who believes that, either, by the way. Are you gonna yell at me for the way I rewatched Fairy Tail? Because, like, I will take it. Like, I've been kind of just rewatching old shows. Well, here's the thing. I got excited for 100 Year Journey because I've been waiting for that for a long time. But I've also heard, like, Tolly, for instance, said, you know, that it's not great. And I believe Tolly's decision. I want to watch it for myself to make that decision, and I agree with some things. Ah, no, there's nothing wrong. Look, I like Fairy Tail. I've always liked Fairy Tail. Rewatching it now has made me remember why I liked it. It is still one of those shows that I would rewatch again, if it wasn't so long. Which comes back to, like, the issue, like, you know, I skip Edalus because it was filler. Until 100 Year Journey, basically. Or 100 Year Quest, whatever the fuck it's called. Ever since they added 100 Year Quest, it has now gotten harder to justify, you know, not watching Edalus, because I know that they go back to Edalus and 100 Year Quest. Okay. Ready? Tolly. Hear me, buddy. I did not skip Tower of Heaven. So the problem is, I've heard that it's good. I've heard that its story is good. Which is the part I kind of care about. Okay, that'll do for now. Damn. See, my issue is I'm fine. I feel like the pacing of 100 Year Quest is slightly off as well. Well, I heard that people think it's only going to get 2 seasons. Which I cannot believe that they would make that show 2 seasons. Like, that's what I've heard. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just... It's weird to hear that they're only making 40 episodes, but 48 isn't that weird? But, like, from what I heard, you know, the manga would track to about 3 to 4 seasons, so I'm curious why why people say they're only doing 2. I don't know, it's just one of those things. Oh, then maybe they'll do 50. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much, Dolly. Like I said, I've been kind of waiting. I wanted to rewatch it before I got to it, and that's why I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll rewatch it. Here's the thing, right? I'm gonna explain why I skip what I do, right? Because, like, to an extent, I skip all the filler that I skip the filler. Who fucking cares? There are some that I watch. Like, I watched the Celestial Spirit arc. The Eclipse of Spirit arcs. Because it's funny. Like, honestly, I skip over certain things because I don't enjoy them. And the problem with most shows, and I'm going to give the example here. I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about something quickly. My problem is, I don't mind watching a show with filler if the filler's good. Fairy Tail have 2 filler arcs that I consider good. Mind you, one of them is fun, and that's the only reason it's good. And the other one was because they fucked up and they needed to fix their canon. And then in the process of that, broke their canon worse. Because that's just what happens when you write shit. You forget things when you're writing, and that's fine. Like, the problem is this, right? Filler isn't the issue, and like, filler, I don't... Whether you stand on the filler's bad, filler's good camp, it doesn't really matter. Which one broke the canon again? I can't remember, it was the, like, air quote, 3rd time for it, but, like, when that Daedalus crew returns for whatever the fucking doll's name was, when the... I can't remember the name of the doll, I don't even care anymore. When that doll character came to life, and they basically were like, yeah, we're gonna kill off a bunch of Celestial Spirit users. And we're like, yeah? You're gonna kill off a bunch of Celestial Wizards? There's like 4. Like, it's considered a lost magic, which we knew because of Layla and Lucy specifically saying that in an earlier arc. That Celestial Spirit magic is rare, and that finding other users is rare. Which is why finding Virgo as a job, as a key, you know, as like a reward, was a huge deal, because who cared? And then, you know, violating their own canon by pointing out that anyone could theoretically use a Celestial Spirit key. You didn't need specific Celestial magic to do it, it just would help. And it lets you summon stronger spirits. That entire arc's purpose was to get rid of all of the extra that they were claiming were in the fucking show. That filler ruins the entire big thing. Like here, right? Angel having a sister being Yukino? Fine, I can live with that. The Princess of Fiore being a wizard? Sure, whatever, I'll let that one slide too. I don't care. It's unnecessary to say that she's a Celestial Spirit Wizard. And I've pointed this out before because, you know, the Eclipse Gate's its own issue, being that she used the power of the 12 keys, which are supposed to be summoned to open and close it, from what I gathered. And she just, you know, did it. I love the arc after Daedalus, where at the end we have to act like we didn't watch the arc because the cast is super weak, but totally weren't 2 episodes ago. I think Tenro is supposed to... Are we still going on about Fairy Tail? Yeah. Sorry, not Daedalus. I was gonna say, I liked Tenro. I was gonna say, Tenro's... Fairy Tail Island? Yeah, Tenro is the one you're talking about. Yeah, I honestly skipped through a lot of that one, because it's just to show the world after, and I'm like, yeah. I watch it once, and then I'm like, yeah, I know what's happening, I just kind of want to get past this shit. And then that's where the whole Fairy Tail, that's what one of those filler arcs, it just, comes from after. The best character to come out of that time skip is Asuka. I don't care what you say. Bishka and whatever her husband having a kid. Asuka is one of the best characters in that entire show. I hate to put it that way, but she's just so funny. Yeah, no, that arc after Tenor I consider... It's so bad. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine, Angel. Oh. Jeez, that's annoying. Some permanent, some not, yeah. Like, I brought up before, like, Tartarus is one of the more fun arcs, and it also, like, really changes the game. I said it before. The problem that Fairy Tail had by the end was Tenro Island was the start of it going, like, back up and everything going really well. Grand Magic Games is a high, and then we hit a weird lull, and then it got really good again. And I always say that because it's like, Grand Magic Games changed the scale of power. That's it. What they did after, which I think was a good answer for it, was Tartarus, where Tartarus changed everything. Grand Magic Games is a fantastic arc. I don't think it's the best, and that's something that has gotten me in trouble before, that I truthfully think it's one of the, like, it's important, but it's not that important, and that has made people really mad at me. It's really cool for world building. That's it. Still on the filler topic. I like Naruto Kakashi Black Ops episodes, even though it's not technically canon. It's still a very good arc of episodes. See, my problem is Naruto and One Piece are shows that I don't want to get into because of the amount of filler in them. That doesn't mean that I'm never going to watch them. I've already said I will watch One Piece before I do a bad thing. I'm not going into it because I am live, and we are raising money for charity, so I will not be talking about what I would do. Nah, see, here's the problem that I've had with people with... Alright, so, Tolly, you watch the show actively, so your opinion on this, I'm gonna say, is biased. And while, yes, I want to listen to it, I'm also gonna make it clear... I don't think that your opinion on One Piece is gonna help in this case. I'm up to date as of the One Piece stuff. I have had this conversation with a friend of mine who is obsessed with the show. And he described One Piece to me in a very clear way that I'm happy he said to me. Not because I think he said anything wrong, but because I think it's the most accurate way that somebody's ever described One Piece to me. The entire show itself should be considered as if it's filler. He said that, and I went, what do you mean? And his exact words to me were, assume the entire show is filler until you hit this milestone. Those things that then happen in that moment is the important part. He described it simply as, it is all filler until it isn't. And I think that's a better way of describing One Piece than it is describing almost any other show. That is not saying that the show is bad, or that One Piece is bad as a whole. It is the fact that that story could exist entirely as filler, and only certain events are actually important for it. Which is fine. There are shows that are like that. A good example is Bleach. I'll never watch Bleach. I can't. I tried. It's not... Can't. One of my friends loved Bleach, and I've told him to his face I'll never watch that show. Oh, no. Yeah. Dragon Ball has an entire show that's just filler. My problem is, people assume filler means non-canon, and that's the issue. Like, Fairy Tail have their non-canon arcs, but they're still important. Like, we watched the end with Acnologia, you know, where they cast Fairy Sphere and everything. And Eclipse like, who are these people? I'm like, oh, these are all the filler characters. They're still canon, technically, just not to the full story. Which I think is more important to, like, stress. I'm waiting for Tolly to, like, scream at me because I said such a take about One Piece. I said this to one of my other friends who likes One Piece. He agreed, but said that it's a bad take, and I said, okay. But you agree with me, so I'm not wrong. My answer on filler is, if it's good, it doesn't matter if it's canon or not. But filler is just meant to, you know, gauge something. Filler is still can be considered canon, which is like One Piece, the biggest one of that. Well, I like Acnologia showing up. I liked Acnologia. I'm happy because Eclipse liked Acnologia too. Happy she liked Acnologia because I agree with her. There isn't a ton of characters in that show that just stand out as like, yeah, you're the best. Acnologia is one of them. Horrifying, but one of them. Alright, hold on. Okay, so one in. Thank you, Wisebot, for the update. God, I fucking suck at this game. Holy shit. I haven't been building like this in so long that I've, like, completely forgotten how to, almost. Close enough. I disagree so much if One Piece is important to the story and characters. The whole point is So I'm right. I just said that. The whole point is, like, there are certain events that are considered more canon and more important than others. And that's what I'm talking about in this case. Like, the entire show is filler. And the whole point of it is it's just to fill time, and that's kind of the whole thing that, like... What? Wait. Nah, hold on. That's right, I was doing it like this. I was like, am I gonna fuck this up? Yes, I am. Okay, so I am... whole show has just been a con because Oda doesn't know what the One Piece is gonna be. No. I love that joke, too. I love that that's a real take that people have. I think that one's so much funnier. That the One Piece was never... Like, One Piece was never meant to go this long. And thus, like, Oda doesn't even know what it was going to be anymore. Adge. Oh, great. Speaking... Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's why he said it a specific way. So he could... Duel of the Fates? Duel of the Fates? Now? For realsy? For realsies? We're gonna Duel of the Fates me? Just like that, we're gonna Duel of the Fates? I kinda don't care. That's kinda fine by me if that just goes over that slightly. There, we'll make a stack of these and go from there. Ah! So what is your all-time favorite anime so far? That goes back and forth. I know the answer that I always give, and it is still my favorite anime, but, like, because some people don't accept it for one reason or another. I have said Fairy Tail, I have said Seven Deadly Sins, because they are some of my favorites. I love their stories. I think their stories are some of the better ones that I've, you know, gotten the chance to enjoy. Like, Mirai Nikki, Future Diaries, is so good. And I've had a lot of people tell me that one doesn't count either because, you know, they don't like it or because, you know, whatever. I don't care. My easy answer to this is Gurren Lagann. I think Gurren Lagann is, without a doubt, my favorite. No, but, like, brutally honest for a minute, I think truthfully, my favorite anime may very well be Gurren Lagann. It's, without a doubt, one of my favorites. I love almost every part of that show. Like, genuinely. I have told people so many times to watch Gurren Lagann. Because it's one of those shows that's so underrated for what it is. I'm so happy that people are starting to, like, actually see it for what it is, but it's one of those shows that just... No spoilers? Oh, fuck you. That show came out in 2008. I'm still watching? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Like, I have watched Gurren Lagann so many times. I bought the, I literally bought the movie when I found out, like, where I could watch it and shit. I bought it on that platform. And then I bought it again so I could watch it in English. I love that show. Like, truthfully. Yeah, you know the problem, Tolly? Oda can say whatever he wants, I don't believe him. I'm not gonna watch the show right now either, but I just don't believe it right now. And I can give you 2 reasons why I don't believe that in the moment. There can be a treasure, but I doubt he's gonna have a treasure that's going to be of equal value to the amount of time people have spent watching and putting their energy into this show. Like, I can tell you right now, there is a show I hated. I have never watched more than the fucking first 2 episodes. I could not get behind Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. Attack on Titan was not an entertaining show to me. I heard the ending is good. I have watched voice actors cry while, you know, doing their last shots, like Bryce Papenbrook, from that show, and that's great that it can invoke those feelings. I don't understand how, nor do I have any care to find out. I'm not fond of Attack on Titan. I wasn't fond of it then, I'm still not fond of it. I'm not really feeling the urge to, try it out, if that makes sense. But I've also told people, like, here, right? Gurren Lagann has one bad episode. One truthfully bad episode. And there's a reason for it. But, oh boy, it's not good. Episode fucking 4 sucks so much. Yeah, plays knew where I was going with that. Episode 4, not good. Not great. It's not even just because the episode's bad, it's just... And it has nothing to do with just the art style, it feels so weird. I don't know, it feels so weird. Come on. I'm hoping I don't have to make more stairs. I'm just trying to see if I don't have to make any more. Anyway, what do I know? What I do know is maybe Oda has a grand plan. I think Hazbin Hotel is a good show. It probably isn't, but it doesn't matter. Okay, ready? I loved the pilot of Hazbin. I watched season 1. I was okay. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. I wanted to see how 2 would go, because I know 2 is about the V's, and I actually like the V's. Alright, cool. We had enough. That being said... Oh, no, I haven't watched season 2. I'm literally waiting until it all comes out, what, the 19th? I think that's what I read? Yeah, no, okay, so Tolly and I are on the same boat. Like, I'll do that when I get to it. Oh, you gotta be shitting me! My problem is, I'm gonna want to just binge it when I'm able to. Just because I'm not too sure I like the show. anymore. I didn't really love Season 1, so, you know, for me it's a bit different. See, my problem is, I honestly, I've said this before, I think I preferred Husk's old voice actor. Not that I think Keith David's bad. God, I have to watch what I say, because those has-been nerds, they go after you just for saying a bad take, even if it's a good one. I love Keith David, I just don't think that show is for him. I said that about him and Rick and Morty, too, so I should probably stress that. I don't know. I love Keith David, but I just don't know if I'd say that this one's for him. Oh, there it is. We're done. Alright, cool. See, I want to say that, but he's... It's just, it's not a bad show for him, it's just a weird one, that's all. I don't know. Look, I don't have a problem with any of the voice actors in the show. However, I think that there are better people for those characters. Just me. I still stand by, I think Michael Kovacs was better than Blake Roman. I do not think Blake Roman is bad. But his singing is fine, his talking is not great, in my opinion. It's good, but not great. And that's the easiest way to explain it. Okay. So we need... Well, I got all these extra slabs. Burn them. Okay, so I need 6, 9... So I need... Oh, damn. Fuck, I need like a few more pieces of sand. No, yeah, I think it's 21. Should be fine anyway. Yeah, we can talk about whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't mind just ranting about shows and shit. I really don't. Stanky. Hello, Astria. How are you? Yeah, no, but Place loves SAO. Plays, are you going to handle these accusations? What am I doing? I don't need those. I like the first season of SAO. I like the SAO progressive novels. I like the novels way more. 1 for 10. I like the rest of it. Okay, bye. Yeah, the problem is SAO Abridged made something so much funnier. By the way, I just want to make sure, Tolly, you did give a shout out to Eclipse, right? Right, we did actually get a shout out for Eclipse. I really hope so. I'm like scrolling back up to make sure. Okay, thank you. Where'd Chatty go? Thank you, Chatty. What kind of bad mod do you think I am? Not one? Damn. Oh my god, wait, that means I can close the tab I had open for her. Ha! I'm freed. I'm free. Okay. How long have I been live for? I've been live for what, 2 hours? 2:20, 2:30? 4.3 to 5 on my assignment, not terrible. Holly wants to be paid, you heard it here first, guys. Oh god, the mods are demanding money. I'll get the shotgun. It's okay. It's okay, they can demand all they want. Some of them deserve payment. I don't believe that's the right thing. Yeah, okay. Soon they're gonna unionize. How else is he gonna get another Switch and a copy of ZA to trade with himself? Wow. Oh, wow. How rude. Anyway. I would defend Tolly's honor, but I've got to quickly fix something. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Also, I have my Switch 1 still. Damn. Blaze, I'm one of those people. I stand by. I still like it. I still think it was I still enjoy it. Like, I'm not gonna, like, pretend like I don't enjoy it. I stand by what I said. Like, I brought this up before. Right to 3, yeah. Wow. Really overdid that one. No, I mean, I want one. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I brought this up to a few people. Like, I already use my Switch. Maybe not to the extent I would have, I would like to. I'd like to use it more. And I said I liked the Switch too. Like, in concept, I liked the Switch too. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. Just a quick reminder for everybody watching, if you have enough channel points, you can roll the lottery and it might even end stream early. Just see it now. Okay, before we do any more final touches, I want to make sure this looks right. To be frank, I haven't used my Switch in months, but that's true of most of my shit. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at that. Oh, what? I gotta give Plays back his money. I gotta give Plays back his money. Because apparently the effect didn't play, so I've gotta do it unless Tolly can get to it quickly. Tolly's usually quicker than me. Because I have to open up my channel and do it from there. Mod view. Oh no, lottery goes directly, huh? No, lottery's right here. So I guess Tolly got it. If you would like to try again, Plays, now's your chance. If you would like, I'll give you a free lottery. I did get it, thank you, Tolly. I have to open up the fucking tab, of course you're faster than me. Here's a free lottery. Be crab raving. Alright, all that's left is putting in the benches, I think. Oh no, and then building the tables and stuff, and, you know, all that. Do I get it back in stock? You might. Oh my god, there's so many swarming me! What the fuck? Any other ones want to come fight me? Jeez! Bro, I was gonna donate, but it's asking for money. Please change that. I mean, can't tell you. I can't help you there. Don't know how to help you there. Yeah. I haven't seen something like that in years. I mean, I'm raising money for charity. If you even donated me money, like, straight, it would have gone to the charity. That's how this works. I literally am giving everything I make from, like, Twitch and everything to it. Tolly, be nice. Also, can we talk about the fact that Nightbot just answered, and none of the keywords that would have made that one come up did it? There's one keyword that makes that come over. Like that Nightbot thing talking about pancreatic cancer in us. I don't even have enough money for a cell phone. I understand. Like I said, if you look, it says donate responsibly, and there it is again. Guys, Nightbot's in my house. Help. Help, I'm being held captive. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7. Can't even give 1 cent. That's alright. Like I said, I would rather people do it responsibly than not at all. If they're unable to, totally fine. Yeah, 3 will do. I want to make sure everybody can do whatever they're able to. If they're unable to, that's totally fine. Fence gate. There we go. God, I hate this thing. I'm donating later this month. You do not have to, Tolly. We've been over this. Okay, what I need. We'll see. Yep. I can go pull up my picture again. Shut up and take it. I can't stop you. Just saying, you know, don't... again, responsibly! Anyway, Ben, I hope you're having a good rest of your day. Hope everything's going well. I'm thinking about donating. Again, responsibly! I donate every year to help out. I know. Okay. So we're on to the tables and stuff. Shouldn't be that hard to make quickly. Not sit here and sell out for you and not donate myself. I mean, you can. That's... weird. Weird. Hold on, something's not right here. Huh. I'm off by 1 block. So I have to move... Fuck it. Let's do that. We only need 2 here anyway. We probably don't even need 3 here. We could probably actually have gotten away with doing it like this. But I could have kept 3 here. There we go. Oh no, we're fixing this. You're gonna open all the same way, please. There we go. There we go. Boop. Doop. Doop. Just for the sake of it. Can I just have done that? Ah, I'm so dumb. Just done that the entire time. Forgetting entirely how this game works. It's been so long, right? What happens when you play the game too long? Okay. Okay. We're at the point where we need the dark oak. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is all so empty, but it's because there's shit there normally. I guess I could put the window here, but it's kind of... It's so weird, because it's like, this is real. Like, there is a window behind here that I could use. We're so back. People are joining again. More glass. More glass. Okay. Hey, look, some pillagers. Let's go show them what for. Okay. Okay. Just really waiting on the glass to finish smelting, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Okay. Hmm. Do I prefer that, or do I prefer the idea of using, like, fence gate here? Or fences here? Hold on. Nah. Nah. This just looks so much better. Maybe put some banners behind the judge seats? Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, there's still more I have to add to it. It's just I'm doing, like, a cursory, like, to make sure before I put any final touches on, I want to make sure I do everything else. the hell? Oh, there's mobs above me, aren't there? There shouldn't be. I put half slabs up there for everything, but... Here's a point to check. Oh, hey, look. Right here. It's all half slabs. They're all half slabs. How are you spawning? Where are you spawning? Literally... Yeah, these are all half slabs. Where are you spawning? Sorry, last time I did that I was fucking doing... Netherrack. Nothing can spawn on that netherrack. So where did... You probably teleported in, to be brutally honest. You probably just teleported in. Really want to get this done. I also really want to get ready to stop. So I'm kind of debating on what I do now. I could ask one of the other members that are online to come give me suggestions, but I'm kind of in between right now. Hey. Hey, get down from there. Nope. Could do that. I had a feeling that wouldn't work. Damn. That's a problem. I hate doing that, but it's either that or that stays open. Don't really like that option, so... Not the end of the world if that stays open. We have proximity chat. It'll make it sound better, so, you know. Alright, I think I'll stop here for now, which leaves just the benches back here, and then, like, final detail work. That's pretty easy to do. Alright. Let's see if anybody is live right now that I want to raid, because I saw a bunch of names. But I don't think there's anybody that I'd actively raid. Nope. No. Can't tell you that one. Can't raid that guy. I love his stuff. Can't raid him. Nope. You people will never come back. He's so funny. You'll only ever watch him. So, unless one of these two members of Fizzcraft would like to go live, and I'll raid them, but I don't know if they're here. So I guess I could ask quickly. Why does evening look wrong? I know how to spell this word, and yet my brain is telling me it looks wrong. And I'm like 95% sure it's not. Fuck it. I don't care. It looks right. head back towards home while I wait for an answer. Okay. Alright, well, I would have rated one of them. Can't do that, so I think we're just going to end stream. We've been live for 2.5 hours-ish? Oh, no, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Alright, maybe. Oh, Astrid, you're so nice. Nobody ever thanks me for a stream. Why would you do that? My streams ain't worth doing that. Alright. I'm going to end stream quickly. I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. God, I hope. Hello, my little friend. Hello. Alright, guys. See you all next time.